distracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Hi there. You're a bit early, stream is just starting up. I'm still on my way to the starting point. Should be done in a minute. Hello and welcome, dear viewers, fellow casuals. You're watching Primetime Casual, and you're watching this, Elite Dangerous, of course. And this is it, my hauler. Project Copper Lizard, if you're following me on Twitter. I've taken a bit of time to sit it down on this planet, just because I think A, planets look beautiful after the update, and B, you really appreciate the speed of this ship, or any ship actually, on the planet's surface. In space you don't have any reference points. On the planet's surface you do have the surface, so it's a bit more impressive. The speed, not the ship. I mean, look at it. Can't get much simpler than that. It is basically a wedge. Even more wedgy than other ships in Elite Dangerous. It does have a nice stripe. It's not quite a racing stripe, but it's the best I can do. I really would like some more colorful paint jobs, or maybe a spoiler. Big ass spoiler, like the Type 10 Defender has. Spoiler. So, it does look great, indeed. I think it looks fabulous. So let's just get to it. Yeah, very careful with steering input. As you can see, we are reaching nearly 690 boost currently. And if I do this... Yeah, holy shit, indeed. You have to remind yourself, it's a hauler. And just to prove the actual top speed, I need some ground clearance for this, okay? I need some ground clearance. Because what I'm gonna do is point it downwards, turn off flight assist, and there we have it. 701, 2, 3, 706, can we still boost? 708. Okay, I need to pull up. Okay, so what that was, basically it's cheating because gravity is helping us with the top speed. The real top speed, according to the stats, is 699, and that was also what I did for my screenshots. But as you can see, on the right circumstances, 705, 706, and that is with 0.2 g gravity. I'm tempted to take this to Achenar 6 and see what 7 or 8 g will do to it. But of course, we're not here for just that, we're here for something else. I wanna point back. So turning around takes a while. Turning around takes a while. Also, you'll notice it's running a bit hot. It's a minor issue with this ship, a minor issue. Usually, when you boost and engage FSD, it'll heat up to 80%, 82%. So, yeah, you come out of hyperspace with the klaxons of the heat warning on. Now, good evening, Sparrow. And I think slightly late happy birthday. speeding towards a planet is a thrill ride. You also... Well, you can use... The good thing is, with a boost like that, you can just use the boost to stabilize yourself and... yeah, get out of it. Oh, I don't want to drop. I'm sorry. Still not used to reading and flying at the same time. Anyway, why did I do this? A, I like speed. And B, after the destruction of my exploration ship, I needed something to do. So what is the Copper Lizard? The Copper Lizard is this. Land with ship trajectory. That isn't as easy as it sounds. So yeah. This is Copper Lizard, and as you can see, it heats up a lot. It likes heat. It's a lizard. Yeah, after the destruction of the Asp, I wanted something to do, and I noticed that I had building racing ships on my to-do list for a long time with the enhanced performance thrusters. Then I thought, well, I can do it with my Viper Mark III. Everybody does that, you know, or an Eagle. I don't have the Imperial Eagle, because I'm a Federation pilot. So I would be limited to basically to the Viper. And then I thought, well, the Viper has the same size thrusters as the Hauler. Why can't I fit an enhanced performance thruster in a Hauler? And as soon as I noticed that I could, I thought, well, why don't I tune it? Little ships, I like little ships, you know? I really like them. They've got a more piloty feeling to it. I mean, look at it. It's a Volkswagen camper van, basically. Or the Adder is a camper van, whatever. And you can do so many things with it. It's nimble, it's light. We'll come to that later, to the lightness of it. So basically, yeah, Hauler, why not? I mean, I'm a big fan of the British series Top Gear, or now Grand Tour, and they've quite often had these absurd drag races where they had a van for transit, but with the engine of a Jaguar supercar in it. And I wanted to do exactly that. I wanted to sit on the landing pad next to an Imperial Eagle who felt like superior and oh, look at me, I'm shiny and I'm fast and anything. And then I just hit boost and leave him standing. And that's basically the idea behind this ship. And as soon as I dock, I can talk a bit about the loadout of it, because that's very interesting. And there are a couple of fun facts why the Hauler is so perfect for this, actually. Just also the landing approach is fun. The landing approach is real fun. And I mean, if I blow this ship up, it'll be like 3,000 credits. So yeah, I don't care. I mean, I'm down to 86%, and that was just from landing on the planet right now. Because the enhanced performance thrusters, fun fact, they're not only enhancing your forward thrust, they're also doing the same to a vertical thrust.
Zolon Peterson, India Alpha November. Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector.
Good that I don't have any weapons now.
Permission authorized.
Ooh.
Proceed to landing pad.
And as
06.
for the vomit factor, look at the roll rate. Oh dear. I got distracted. You can't get distracted in this ship. You really can't. Landing pad 6. That isn't optimal.
Decrease speed immediately.
Decrease speed. I'm breaking the speed limit with 20% thrust. Just saying. And yeah, I'm not the best lander. I'm not doing this with VR headset.
Engines disengaged.
I'm not. Well, maybe if I can get my wife to hold me a bucket nearby. Hull repaired. Okay. I'm just saying. So, okay, rebuy 100,000 credits, not 3,000, but you get my point. Functions. Look at the jump range. 50 light years. You still can't. It's so absurd. Do I have outfitting? Okay. So, only outfitting. You see here, top speed 466, boost speed 699. And this is the point. Total mass. Look here, 25 tons. This ship, fully kitted out, weighs less than the basic Sidewinder. Just let that sink in for a moment. So, getting a hauler with high jump ranges is pretty easy because it's so light to start with. I think the hull of the hauler is just 22 tons. And now, core pieces. Core internal. The here it is. Enhanced performance thrusters. Now, they are grade 5 engineered, of course, and they are also, can I look at it? Yeah, modifications. Dirty drive tuning 5 with drag drives experimental. Yeah, the Sidewinder is tiny. It's tiny, but it's also cheap. And anything that's really, really cheap can't also be light. I'm from background of bike sports, you know, road bikes and mountain bikes, and basically at a certain point you say every 10 gram you save costs like €1, and it's the same here. Cheap ships are cheap, but they're not light. So, what's the point of thrusters? If you want to modify thrusters and you're looking at modifying your ship, at the cost of additional heat generation. Safety protocols, yeah. Additional heat generation, that's an important point actually, but let's get back to it. If you want to modify your ship for maximum thrust, there are two things you're looking at. In your thrusters, they have the multiplier and the mass. It's pretty easy. Optimal mass, 52.5 tons, means at this mass you get the optimal multiplier. And now it gets tricky. Minimum mass gets the maximum multiplier. So at 43.7 tons I get the maximum multiplier of 199%. Anything below this mass is useless. I don't actually need to get below 43.7 tons because the thrusters still only generate 199%. Maximum mass, on the other hand, if you're looking at a heavier ship, 105 tons gets the minimum multiplier of 131%. So if you exceed 105 tons, you still get 131 multiplier, but not less. So maximum multiplier, minimum mass. Maximum mass, minimum multiplier. Well, that's actually pretty important because, as you can see, the minimum mass of 43.7 tons, that's about the weight of a Sidewinder. So a Sidewinder, if it wants to go fast, it has to save weight. The hauler doesn't really have to save weight. It's so light to start with. I did save weight, but only because I wanted a jump range. And I can show this, because if I go to internals and say I buy something heavy. What's heavy? Come on, what's heavy? Hull reinforcement. You can see they are weighing 4 tons, 8 tons. Yeah. Buying options. Buy. 8 tons of additional mass. Still the same speed. Because I'm at 33 tons. And that is still below the minimum mass. Very nice. This also means, of course, that actually I should leave that in, because it's very, very nice. But it also means you can carry cargo in this ship. You can carry cargo. I don't want to. No, actually I don't want to. But only because I want the jump range to be over 50. So you can carry cargo, you can carry a SRV, you can fuel scoop, you can do lots of things with your hauler and still have this insane boost speed. You'll lose jump range, but you won't lose speed. And that is why the hauler, for me, was such an ideal platform. Especially when yeah. Oh, you know what? I do want the jump range, but I think right now, for what I'm about to do, I'll get the hull package. So yeah, other things to point out. Power plant is derated for weight issues mainly, and that I wouldn't really recommend, because that derating is part of the problem with the heat, because the heat efficiency is very low on derated power plants. So I already did emission reduction, or what it's called, modification. Low emission power plant, but only grade 1, because with power capacity is already near the limit. I'd recommend, if you don't go for the jump range as well, get an A-rated power plant. Or I think C is the one with the best heat efficiency. Something like that. Frameshift drive, of course, A-rated, modded to the max. Deep charge, increased range 5. Optimized mass. I did the deep charge because with Inara you can, not Inara, with Coriolis or ETB Shipyard, what's it called, you can try it out. Punch in the numbers for the grade 5 increased range, the rest of your ship, and then just try either deep charge or the optimized mass and see what yields longer range. And for me it was deep charge that had more range. Life support for weight, power distributor, okay, later for that. The sensor is also lightweight, and power distributor is engine focused, of course, and I did it stripped down. That's not ideal for boost, but again, I wanted the jump range to get over 50. I would suggest engine recharge, actually. Capacity is okay, you can get 2 or 3 boosts out of it, but you want to recharge it as quickly as possible for constant boosting. And that's about it. I don't have any weapons. I don't have any utilities, although I could really use a heatsink. Optional internals, yeah, fuel scoop, because basically you get 2 gems out of it, then you're out of fuel. And cargo racks. They're empty, they don't weigh anything, but if I want to transport something, I can. And for today, the hull package. Just for today. Yeah, I really do. And Inara has a very nice listing of all the experimental effects you can get. And you can then punch in the numbers to rebuild on Coriolis or ETB Shipyard. And just see what comes out. What comes out of it. Very nice. I shouldn't. Okay, just let me get this. what we're going to do today is, let me just switch over. Is this the Fisher Station Racing Challenge from the Buckyball Racing Club. I've always wanted to do that. And that's the reason why I actually originally planned to mod my Viper. But with the hauler, I can't resist. It's a simple loop. Oh, it's actually two loops. A simple loop. You start on your landing pad, you get out, you do a small loop around the ring, around the back, another loop around the ring, do a 180 in the mail slot, another loop around the outer ring, around the back, loop the ring, and then land. It's landing pad to landing pad, and you have to remember to request docking at some point, which is quite important. I hope that nothing gets in the way when you try to land, and yeah, actually nail the landing. So that's where I lose lots and lots of seconds. This is the current leaderboard. I'll just see if I can get it so I can read it as well. Of course I can't. Yes, I can. Centralized leaderboard. Good God! As you can see, we're looking at the green lines, and it's dominated by Vipers. The Imperial Eagle is in there, Courier, but mostly Vipers. They're doing mid 2 minutes marks, 2 minute laps. So 2 minute 40s, up to 3 minutes basically. Sir Crasulot, yeah. Personally, I like Dampfwalze, but okay. Yeah, in my test run I did a 3 minute 30. That's what I'm aiming for, because I'm not a great pilot. I wouldn't say I'm bad, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I can't do flight assist off. That's my main problem for this. So if we can do something around 2:30, maybe a bit lower, that would be really great. And then someone who can actually fly well, you can always try better. Okay, let me switch on the eye tracker again. So we'll do one small lap. I don't know why the Vipers are dominating. I thought well, I have a theory. The Imperial Eagle, the Eagle, is faster. It is the fastest ship. You can just punch in the numbers, it will come out fastest. This is basically a warm-up lap. Ooh, dear God. It's just so nimble. Because you don't have many straight lines here. You can see how close the ring is. You barely have time to get up to speed, then you have to slow down or whatever, and you have to do the loop around here. Ooh, dear. Do the loop, then you can punch it, turn rate, and like I said, you can do one, maybe two boosts, and then you already have to turn again. Then you can boost. Request docking, by the way.
Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 2-1.
Don't hit this bar. And you can see my problem already. I'm not a good pilot. You can lose so much time on these turns. So yeah, the real top speed doesn't come in that much. And I think the Viper has better turn rate or changes direction more quickly.
Maintain current heading until further instruction.
Visibility in the hauler. Visibility in the hauler, it's yeah, hull integrity, I'm used to it. It's non-existent, visibility. You have a nice big windscreen, but that's about it. You can't see at the top, you can't see where you're landing, especially when you're coming from 4 months in an asp, it's very annoying. Yeah, the sides, they are okay-ish.
Contact. Systems offline.
But the top is really, really bad. Basically, you have to guess where the ring is, you have to guess where the engines of the station are. Yeah, that's the problem. All repaired. To the surface. Also, 21 is a very nice starting pad. It's not so far back that you lose time, but it's not so close to the mail slot that it's hard to hit. Because the inertia of the vertical thrusters is insane. I think that's also where the Viper and the Eagle are better with the vertical thrusters. Okay, I've got my little stopwatch here going. So basically, I hit launch, and as soon as the clamps disengage, the race is on. 2 laps. We'll see how it goes.
Ship detach complete. Follow the greens on your way out.
Okay, stop boosting. Slow down. What I've seen is I seem to have better results if I don't turn too sharply, but rather try to carry some momentum. Oh dear lord. No! Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, take damage. Well, that's what shouldn't happen. Anyway. We're still good, we're still good. The nice thing is you can drift it without boosting. I really hope some of you guys who are also doing the hauler build are better pilots than me. Much better pilots than me.
Request approved. Proceed to landing pad 1-4.
Much better pilots than me. Fucking asp!
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Oh, wow! This angry, hungry cat. Yeah, that's about right. 2 minutes. So basically, the first Viper is landing now. I can't get these turns right. Okay, slow down. That was too early. No, no, no. Come on, accelerate. Three minutes. So basically now it's down to the landing. Bad 14! Bad 14! Where is it? Where is it? Oh, all the way back. Three minutes and 37 seconds. That's not bad.
Engines disengaged.
Given the fact that the first lap was very... I had some contact, let's put it this way. So if you're up for it, I would like to try once more. Just to see if we can beat the 3 minute 38. Did I actually pack? Oh yeah. And I think the hull package really came in handy there. Hull reinforcement package. That really came in handy at that point. Okay. We'll do one more attempt. Yeah, I've tried the ring loop. If you do it straight on, like 90 degrees to the ring, that is, I think, the most inefficient way. I've watched a couple of videos and they always do it at an angle. So they basically have a slightly lateral thrusters. Huh. I don't have lateral thrusters on my gamepad mapped for a normal flight. I only have them for landing mode. So I could, you know, if I was more proficient with flight assist off, I think that would already help. I'll try again without colliding. That should already help a lot. So the ring, basically you need to do an angle, like 40 or 60 degrees to the ring. That should be best. And for the back end, for the engine, just need to get the timing right for a very nice drift. Okay, let's launch.
Ship
What
restraints
is that?
Access corridor is clear.
Oh, sorry, I'm making random noises. Random noises of German discomfort. So I'm already doing lots of horizontal thrusters, just to not drift too far away. Okay. Now, this is also something you have to watch out when you build this ship. It'll do drifts without boosting, like 90 degrees and upwards if you come anywhere near the blue zone. Okay. Do it slowly. And maybe request docking.
Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 4-3.
That was not as good as hoped.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
The good thing is you can really change directions 180 degrees very quickly with the boost. Okay. No! Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was okay. That didn't cost any time. That would cost time. Ah, that was okay. That was okay. That was okay. And drift. Oh dear. That was a nice turn, I think. 2 minutes 30. I really need to learn FA off. I think that was good. I only drifted once. Yep, that's faster. If I can get the landing right. We're paired 43. Drift into the main slot. Where's path 43? I can see it.
Landing gear deployed. Taking damage.
3 minutes 27. That is my fastest time so far by 10 seconds. Key lies in the rift, especially on the loops. Yes. Also, orientation during the loops, and that is really where the A is the hauler has a problem, and B where I have a problem without FA off. And Commander Camblock would love this ship. It's basically like his Hoonigan monster car, you know. Okay, so I think this is a short stream today. I just wanted to show off Copper Lizard. I don't know what more I could do with this ship. It's hilarious as it is. I will do short but lovely, indeed. Like the hauler, it's short but lovely. Well, I will try to find some canyon flying challenges maybe for another stream. And I really do hope I can get one of IPX PC members to race me sometime. So, I'm very happy how this whole thing turned out. I'm very happy and excited that you came to watch and chat with me. I'm sure I'll have some stream in the future with more hilarity and flying. Yeah, you've been watching Primetime Casual. See you next time.